Welcome to Equities.com here at the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference. My name is Galen Engen and I'm sitting here with Brian Gusko, who's a director at Robix Alternative Fuels. Brian.
Thank you for having us.
I'm glad for you to be here. Listen, with the catastrophic environmental events such as oil spills taking prominence in the media today, which is understandable, you've got the Deepwater Horizon spill that took place in 2010 in the Gulf of Mexico, and more recently the one that had taken place in Bangladesh where they had a 350,000 liter tanker crash with a cargo vessel and actually sink to the bottom of Sella River. With the current technologies that we're implementing to do the cleanup, really falling short of perfection, what does Robix offer to this industry that might be better than the rest?
That's a very good question. After the Gulf of Mexico spill, lots of companies realized they need to do a better job, not only for the environment, but also there was a concern that BP could even be facing bankruptcy with all the fines from the US government. So a lot of companies are now looking at how do we improve it, but most people don't realize that most of the technologies to recover oil from oil spills capture maybe 20-30% at most of oil that is spilled in ideal situations. And that's if there's no wind, the surface is not choppy. So what we've actually developed, and we have a global patent on this, is on our COV, Clean Ocean Vessel, that is able to recover upwards of 95% of spilled oil even in Beaufort 6 waves, which are waves as high as 8 feet, and no other technology can do that. So we're pretty excited about that, and especially after the Gulf of Mexico, lots of companies are looking at a solution like this.
Wonderful. Now, a lot of these companies come forward with great ideas, but they're long down the pipe on the developmental construction side, but Robix is anything but that. What do you guys have on the go currently, and what can we foresee in the future?
Well, we've known the technology has worked for a while. It was tested years ago prior to modern manufacturing technology in the eastern US. What we actually have right now is under construction a 40-foot full-scale cove device. It's being manufactured right here in BC, Canada, and we're going to launch it by end of February.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you actually also announced another commencement of construction in December for another vehicle size?
That is correct. We are also going to be working on a 10-foot cove. We've started the design and engineering work on that right now. So it really depends upon the type of oil spill, how much is spilled. Do you need a 10-foot cove? You know, maybe you're in a marina, there's a spillage there, but a 40-foot cove, that can handle a lot of offshore spills.
Wonderful. Now, I'm sure that this has created a bit of a buzz in the international community. Are there any entities that we should be aware of that might be sniffing around Robix at this point in time to see what they can get and what you guys can offer?
Well, I think if you're looking at some of the major international oil companies, pipeline companies, I would say many of them are interested in our technology for potential if there's an oil spill. So they are looking for solutions. So we are talking to some of the largest players out there in the industry, not only for oil spills, but also companies in, for example, the Alberta oil sands. They're under a mandate to reduce their tailings pond sizes by 2018 in half. And this is one application that can also be used as well outside of oil spills.
Oh, wonderful. Now, Robix, with the construction of the COVs, generates sort of a build and buy scenario as far as revenue stream is concerned, but you guys are actually having something in the nature of a recurring revenue stream. How is Robix planning to accomplish this?
Well, that's a very good question. What we're actually looking to do is provide a solution to companies. It's not like we sell a piece of equipment and there you go, good luck. It's, I guess an analogy would be a firehouse. So we build a firehouse and then we rent it out to the community, for instance, on a yearly basis. So we actually build the cove and enter into a 5 to 10 year agreement with an offshore oil company, a pipeline company. We're looking to have recurring revenue streams, and that's nice for our investors, and that provides stability as well for us to manage our cash flows, plus our customers would then have a solution that they don't have to worry about having to manage and look after, because our staff will do that for them.
That's great. Now, you had mentioned that this technology has been around for a while, at least the idea of. What has prevented it from coming into play until the present?
Well, the science is pretty basic in terms of how this technology works. It's 2 counter-rotating drums. And oil, most people don't realize, is metal is oleophilic, which means it attracts oil. In addition, there's a modified Bernoulli effect that actually sucks up the oil. So until recently, we need precision engineering and manufacturing of these two heavyweight drums. So a lot of that we're using laser lathes to actually get the precision down. So that hasn't been around before. And they tried to do something 20, 30 years ago. It did not work out. They're trying to use plastic or some other material. So we're using heavy metal drums, and modern engineering and manufacturing has allowed us to bring this to fruition by end of February.
Wonderful. Now, as far as financing is concerned, is Robix going to have to go to market anytime soon? Are you guys fully funded for your operations for the next 24 months, or what can we expect?
Yeah, we're going to be looking to undertake some additional financings. So we've got commitments in terms of what we've got out there right now. But obviously, once we launch the Cove, there's going to be a lot of interest, and we're hoping that we'd even be able to generate some sales interest as well. So that's what would propel the company and the stock to the next level. And then obviously for us to really ramp up our sales initiatives and start manufacturing, we'd be looking to additional financing at that time.
That's amazing. So people, if they want to learn more about the product, about the company, can visit you online at robixfuels.com, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
It's a wonderful idea. I hope we can spread the word. Thanks very much for spending time with us, Brian. Really appreciate it. I'll let you go enjoy the rest of the conference, and we'll talk later. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.